Morning, Ryan. Can you hear me? Ryan, can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Did you like the quiz yesterday?
Yeah, it was nice.
Okay.
Yes, mister, it was easy.
Abdurrahman. So, yeah, 4 students only. Okay, guys, yesterday we did grammar part, chapter 20, 3. It was about varying sentences. I recorded a video and I'm going to put it on SMS later, inshallah. And today we're going to do 20.4 and 20.5. The first session will go through 20.4, and it's about avoiding fragments and run-ons. Avoiding. Good morning, Tadros. Tadros, can you hear me? Morning, Tadros and Kiara. You joined us. So, Gana Goda, can you see the screen? Can you see the book? Gana?
Yes, yeah, Master.
Okay, thank you. We are 7 students now. Okay, so avoiding fragments and run-ons. You all know what a fragment is. A fragment is a couple of words, a group of words, which don't have a subject or a verb or a complete meaning. I have Tadros here with more than one account. I'm not sure why. Tadros Isa and Tadros Isa. Okay. Yusuf Awad, Rahman Walid, Tadros Isa again. Please, guys, be on time, please, because this hinders us. Okay, so as you know, a fragment is a group of words which does not have either a subject or a predicate or a complete.
ازيك يا مستر؟
Morning.
عملنا ايه في الكويز يا مستر؟
Who's the speaker?
تدرس.
Tadros?
Yes.
All got the same mark, Tadros, which means there is something suspicious. I'm not sure what you were doing. You all
توارد افكار يا مستر، توارد افكار. The same mind, same class.
Keep quiet, please. Almost all of you got the same mark. I'm not sure why.
Full mark, يعني.
No, not the full mark. The same mistake. يعني one answered as if I don't want to completely understand what I mean. Okay, no problem.
انا كان في سؤال واقف معايا اللي هو بتاع البيريود دوت، ما فهمتش السؤال عايز ايه.
Tadros, speak in
Yes,
English, please. Welcome, Ali.
ماشي.
Who's iPhone I, guys? Please tell him or her to write a name. I don't accept such names. Okay. Hi. I'll start. Yesterday, as I told you, we did chapter 20.3, and video will be loaded later on SMS. And today we're going to do 20.4 and 20.5. 20.4, we're talking about avoiding fragments and run-ons. And you know what a fragment is. It's a part of or a group of words which don't have either a subject or the predicate or the verb, or it doesn't have a complete thought. When you speak to your friends, you don't have to follow the rules. But when you write a composition, of course, you must follow the rules. Recognizing fragments. A fragment is a group of words with end punctuation. We have a full stop, we have a question mark, we have, when I say in the garden behind my house, and put a full stop. This is not a sentence, of course, to put a full stop. This is a fragment, because you would ask me what happened in the dark garden behind your house. I saw a black cat in the dark garden behind my house. Now you have a sentence. You can put a period here. Okay, so we have end punctuation that either does not have a subject or a verb or does not express a complete thought. While fragments are considered acceptable in written dialogue, they are not acceptable in written English. They are generally not considered acceptable in formal composition or written English. Here, when you write, avoid fragments by making sure that each of your sentences has a subject, a verb, and a complete thought. Most fragments are phrases. Most fragments are phrases, subordinate clauses, or words in a series. Most fragments, again, some people are trying to be funny. Please stop this. Please behave and stop this. Most fragments are phrases, either phrases, subordinate clauses, or words in a series. Most fragments can be categorized into three main categories: phrases, subordinate clauses, or words in a series, as we'll see later. The following are strategies for correcting each of these types of fragments. Correcting phrase fragments. Many phrase fragments can be corrected simply by linking them to words that come before or after them. For example, a noun and its modifiers, a noun phrase, may be meant as an appositive, but become detached from the sentence in which it belongs, put in the wrong place or something like that. Similarly, other phrases may be detached from the words they should modify, like the examples here. A chair built by my father. A chair built by my father. Did what? You would ask me. What happened to this chair? What's wrong with it? So we don't have a complete thought here. It can be added to a nearby sentence like this. Our neighbor asked about a piece of furniture. A chair built by my father. Here it's an appositive. Okay? Another fragment, on top of my dresser. You would ask me, what's on top of your dresser? I bought a vase that I kept or keep on top of my dresser. Now the sentence is meaningful. A fragment with a pronoun and a participial phrase can often be added to a nearby sentence if you drop the pronoun, like the example. One stuffed with down. Down is the soft material with which we stuff the pillows and the mattresses. Okay? We can add it to a nearby sentence like this. I bought a pillow, and delete the word one and put stuffed with down. In some situations, you will need to add missing sentence parts to make a phrase fragment into a complete sentence. You would add from your mind some parts. A noun fragment will need a verb. If we have a noun, for example, my older brother. My older brother did what? You will need a verb if the fragment is used as a subject. A noun fragment will need both a subject and a verb if it is used as a complement. An object of a preposition or an appositive. You can add either one. We have a fragment here, the embroidered tapestry. Did what? Or what's wrong with it? Okay. To make this a completed sentence, we can put it this way. The embroidered tapestry hung on the wall. This is one way. We can write it also this way. We stopped to admire the embroidered tapestry. Or there are unicorns and goats on the embroidered tapestry. The museum paid a hefty sum for a family heirloom, the embroidered tapestry. So we made it complete sentences 4 ways. If a noun fragment contains a noun modified by a participial phrase, like the weaver making a rug, the weaver making a rug did what? You may be able to complete the sentence by adding a helping verb to change the participle into a verb. The weaver is or was making a rug. Let's move on. Number 2, we talked about phrases, guys. Here, clause fragments. Subordinate clauses cannot stand alone. As you know, a subordinate clause cannot stand alone as a sentence. Either connect them to nearly or nearby independent clauses or add the missing sentence parts. Look at this example. Because we wanted to avoid crowds. What did you do? What happened? This is a fragment. I can put a full stop or a period here. Because we wanted to avoid crowds, we arrived at the crafts fair early. Now we have a completed sentence. Another fragment, whatever the artists produce. So this is a fragment. People seem to like whatever the artists produce. Now we have a sentence. Correcting series fragments. We said that the third type of fragments is words in a series of words which doesn't have or don't have any meaning on its own. Always check to see that the series of words has both a subject and a verb, like the example I gave at the very beginning. I'll read it again, or I'll say it again. In the long dark street that lies behind my beautiful villa, for example. I have about 9 or 10 words. So you would ask me, what happened? Who did what in the dark or long dark street behind your beautiful villa? Nothing. You can say, I met Ali, or I saw Ahmed, or I saw the thief, and so on. Tulips are bursting out of the ground, daffodils beginning to fade, and violets pushing through the grass. We have 3 types of flowers. The 3 of them did what? What's wrong with them? Okay, so it's not a sentence, it's a fragment. To make it a sentence, tulips, daffodils, and violets were all captured in the painting. All of them were captured in the painting. Here we have an exercise. Let's do the first 2 sentences only as an example. Identifying and correcting fragments. Rewrite the following groups of words to eliminate fragments. We have an example here. All types of artists are drawn to our town to attend the crafts fair held every summer. As you can see, we have a full stop here or a period here. All types of artists are drawn to our town. And then we have, this is a sentence, right? But the other part, to attend the crafts fair held every summer. Do you think this is a sentence? Or this is a fragment? So we can make them one sentence by annexing or adding this fragment to the sentence nearby or to the sentence before it. The answer will be this way. All types of artists are drawn to our town. Why? To attend to the end of the sentence. I'll give you a minute to think of sentences 1 and 2, and then I'll pick some people to give me the answer. You should fix the fragments here. Okay, guys, if you want to answer, please put your hand up. If you want bonus marks, please put your hands up. Don't be lazy. I write down the names of those who put their hands up and answered. Okay, I have Tadrus only now. Who else? We are doing exercise 29, number 1. Tadrus, Yasin, Ali, Ryan. Who else? Okay, I'll pick Ali. Okay, Ali. Go ahead.
Artisans give people across the country a chance to admire and purchase their works by displaying and selling their work at crafts fairs.
Again, Ali, quietly, please, slowly, because I can hardly hear you. I'm sorry. By
Artisans
artisans.
give people across the country a chance.
Okay.
لآخرها يعني لغاية
By.
بعديها هنحط by displaying and selling their works
Good.
at crafts fairs.
Ali started with the second sentence. The second sentence, the first is a fragment, of course, by displaying and selling their work at crafts fairs. This is a fragment, this is not a sentence. But the second one, artisans give people across the country a chance to admire and purchase their works. This is the sentence. Ali started with the sentence. Artisans give da 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 by and completed the sentence. Thank you, Ali. Thank you very much. Number 2, guys, who is ready? Number 2, put your hand down, Ali. Number 2, who is ready? I have Yasin, Tadrus, Ryan. Okay, Tadrus. Tadrus, can you do number 2?
There are many different type of crafts. أو مثلا ممكن أحط كلمات ولا ما ينفعش؟
Okay, but
such as ceramics, weaving, knitting, and painting.
okay, there are. We can answer them in many ways, guys. Thank you, Tadrus. Tadrus said there are many different types of crafts, such as or including. We can put a comma and write including or like. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you, guys. Put your hands down. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next part. Recognizing run-ons. A run-on sentence is 2 or more complete sentences incorrectly punctuated as if they were one. And 2 sentences, 2 complete sentences, 2 meaningful sentences put together with 1 ending period, 1 full stop, okay? Use punctuation, conjunctions, or other methods to join or separate the parts of a run-on sentence. The following chart shows 4 different ways of correcting run-on sentences. Here, Elizabeth turned at the sudden noise. A bird had crashed into the picture window. So as you can see, these are 2 sentences put in 1 with 1 period. We can make them 2 by putting or adding a period after the first sentence. Elizabeth turned at the sudden noise, full stop. Another sentence with a capital letter, a bird, da da da. Okay? Another way, we can put commas and conjunctions, especially the fanboys, as you know. I baked the cake this morning. We have a comma here. I have not frosted it yet. We have 2 complete sentences which can stand by their own, but linked together with a comma and a period at the end, which is called a run-on. How can we correct it? We can use conjunction after the comma, or we can put a full stop here. I baked the cake this morning. I have not frosted. I think we need, we can put a full stop because it would be okay. So we add the conjunction after the comma. With semicolons, the novice potter, you know, novice means new in his career or her career. Novice means beginner, like apprentice. Okay, the novice potter kept trying to make a vase However, with the comma before it only, he failed each time. Okay, so we put a semicolon before however and a comma after it. Number 4, by rewriting, my aunt stayed with us for a week. My cousin or cousins came too. We can make it in another way, this way. My aunt and cousins stayed with us. We have a compound subject here. My aunt and cousins stayed with us for a week. Simple sentence with compound subject. Or when my aunt stayed with us for a week, comma, my cousins came too. Here we put, or we have a complex sentence beginning with subordinate clause. When my aunt stayed with us for a week, my cousins came too. Fused sentences and comma splice or splices. When you edit your work, be on the lookout, be careful for 2 specific types of run-ons. Fused sentences. 2 sentences put together without any punctuation marks. And comma splices. Comma splices, we use a comma in the wrong place. A fused sentence consists of 2 or more sentences not separated or joined by any punctuation. A comma splice is 2 or more sentences separated by a comma instead of by a comma and a conjunction. Fused sentence. The quilt maker, you know, quilt is something we cover with in the winter like the blanket, quilt, lahaf. The quilt maker put on a demonstration. The crowds came to see her at work. So this is fused sentence. We have more than one sentence into one. Comma splice. The potter displayed his vases, comma only. The painter showed her portraits. Okay, these are 2 examples of fused sentences and comma splices. Exercise 31, we're going to do the first 2 sentences only. Identifying and correcting run-on sentences. If a sentence is correct as written, write correct. If it is a run-on, write it or rewrite it or correct it. Again, if the sentence is correct as it is, write correct. If it's a run-on, rewrite it or correct it. Take a minute or 2. We're going to do number 1 and 2 only. Okay, guys, who's ready? The first time, Ali and Tadros answered. New people, please. We are doing exercise 31, number 1. If you know the answer, put your hand up. I have Ryan only now. Who else? Yasin. Who else? The other guys. Baghdadi. Janna Gouda. Hassan Gouda. Khiara. Usama. Yusuf Awad. Yasmin. Where are you guys? Baghdadi, Haya. Okay, I'll take Ryan this time. Okay, Ryan.
Number 1, it's run-on.
Yeah, it's run-on. Good. rewrite.
And we can fix it by like adding a period after quilting.
And thank you, that's it. Thank you. So my grandmother taught me about quilting. We can stop here, put a period, as Ryan said, and start a new sentence. I really enjoy this craft. Again, my grandmother taught me about quilting, full stop or period. I really enjoy this craft, another period. Thank you, Ryan. Sentence 2, guys. Sentence 2. I have Yasin. Okay, Yasin.
Add a comma after difficult.
Add a comma after difficult. Perfect. When I was little. What about little?
Comma برضه.
Yes, because this is a compound complex sentence, right? When I was little, this is the subordinate clause. It was difficult, another comma, but because we have but, we need another comma after difficult to make it compound complex sentence. So again, when I was little, comma, it was difficult, another comma, but now it is easier. Thank you, Ryan, and thank you, Yasin. Let's move on to section 20, or we can stop here. We can end this session here, okay, and meet you after the break. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Do you agree?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Meet you after the break, inshallah.
Bye.